As the years advance, the narrative of aging often takes on a tone of inevitability, a slow, natural decline that leads to the end of life. But what if this story isn't as straightforward as it seems? What if the majority of deaths after the age of 75 are not simply the result of natural causes, but rather the culmination of avoidable risks that have been quietly building over decades? The truth is, 99% of deaths in this age group can be traced back to just a handful of causes that, with the right knowledge and actions, can often be prevented or delayed. These are not abstract statistics. They represent real lives, real families, and real choices that could mean the difference between a life cut short and one lived with vitality and independence. The problem lies in the fact that many of these risks are invisible, silent, and insidious. By the time most people notice the warning signs, their health has already deteriorated, and their options for intervention have narrowed. But it doesn't have to be this way. Understanding these dangers now, and taking proactive steps to address them, can not only extend your life but also enhance its quality in ways you might never have imagined. Let's delve into the 5 leading causes of death after 75, uncovering the science behind them and exploring how small, meaningful changes can dramatically alter the trajectory of your health. Heart disease, the silent culprit. Heart disease remains the leading cause of death for people over 75, yet its grip on our health is often underestimated. The heart, a tireless muscle, is designed to last a lifetime, but only if it's cared for properly. Over time, the choices we make, or fail to make, can either strengthen this vital organ or leave it vulnerable to failure. The challenge is that heart disease often operates in silence. High blood pressure, one of its primary contributors, is a stealthy adversary. It places immense strain on the arteries, forcing the heart to work harder than it should, yet it rarely announces itself with obvious symptoms. Many people only discover they have high blood pressure after a heart attack or stroke, when the damage is already done. Diet plays a pivotal role in heart health, and the cumulative effects of poor eating habits can be devastating. Decades of consuming processed foods, excessive salt, and unhealthy fats can lead to clogged arteries, reduced circulation, and a weakened heart. But it's not just about avoiding the bad, it's also about embracing the good. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins provides the nutrients your heart needs to stay strong. Studies have shown that adopting a Mediterranean-style diet, for example, can reduce the risk of heart disease by as much as 30%. Physical activity is equally critical. The heart thrives on movement, and a sedentary lifestyle can lead to weakened muscles, poor circulation, and increased strain on the cardiovascular system. You don't need to run marathons to protect your heart. Simple activities like walking, stretching, or even chair exercises can make a significant difference. Research has consistently shown that regular physical activity can lower the risk of heart disease by improving blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and overall cardiovascular function. The biggest misconception about heart disease is that it's an inevitable part of aging. While genetics and family history do play a role, lifestyle choices are far more influential. The food you eat, the way you move, and how you manage stress all contribute to the health of your heart. The power to protect it lies in your hands, and the best time to start is now. Falls and injuries, the overlooked danger. One of the most underestimated risks for those over 75 isn't a disease, it's a fall. In an instant, a single misstep can change everything. A fractured hip, a head injury, or even a seemingly minor bruise can spiral into a life-threatening event. Falls are one of the top causes of injury-related deaths in seniors, accounting for millions of emergency room visits each year. For many, a fall marks the beginning of a decline from which they never fully recover. The risk of falling increases with age due to a combination of factors: diminished muscle strength, slower reaction times, and a reduced sense of balance. These changes often occur so gradually that they go unnoticed, until it's too late. What might have been a minor stumble in younger years can now result in a devastating injury. Compounding the problem is the fear of falling itself. After experiencing a fall or even a close call, many seniors become more sedentary, avoiding activities that could help maintain their strength and balance. This creates a vicious cycle. The less you move, the weaker you become, and the weaker you become, the more likely you are to fall. But falls are not inevitable. Simple interventions can dramatically reduce the risk. Strengthening exercises, particularly those that target the legs and core, can improve balance and stability. Home modifications such as better lighting, slip-proof rugs, and sturdy handrails can create a safer environment. Even small changes, like reviewing medications that may cause dizziness or drowsiness, can make a significant difference. Studies have shown that fall prevention programs, which often include strength training and balance exercises, can reduce the risk of falls by up to 40%. The stakes are high. A single fall can lead to a loss of independence, a decline in overall health, and a diminished quality of life. But with the right precautions, it is possible to stay active, mobile, and independent for years to come. Respiratory diseases, the breath of life at risk. Breathing is something we take for granted until it becomes difficult. As we age, our lungs lose some of their elasticity, making it harder to take in the oxygen our bodies need. Respiratory diseases, including chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and pneumonia, are among the leading causes of death for those over 75. These conditions often start with subtle symptoms, a persistent cough, shortness of breath, or mild wheezing, that are easily dismissed as normal signs of aging. But ignoring these warning signs can have serious consequences. COPD, which includes emphysema and chronic bronchitis, is a progressive disease that slowly damages the airways, making it increasingly difficult to breathe. Smoking is the primary cause, but long-term exposure to air pollution, dust, and chemical fumes can also contribute. The damage is irreversible, but early intervention can slow its progression and improve quality of life. Quitting smoking, avoiding lung irritants, and using prescribed medications can make a significant difference. Pneumonia, on the other hand, is an infection that can strike suddenly and with devastating effects. For older adults, pneumonia is far more dangerous than it is for younger individuals. The body's ability to fight off infections weakens with age, and what might start as a mild chest cold can quickly escalate into a life-threatening condition. Vaccinations such as the pneumococcal vaccine and the annual flu shot are critical for preventing these infections. Air quality also plays a significant role in lung health. Indoor pollutants such as mold, pet dander, and household chemicals can exacerbate respiratory issues. Using air purifiers, maintaining good ventilation, and avoiding smoking can help protect your lungs. Staying active is another key factor. Physical activity helps keep the lungs strong and improves overall respiratory function. Even light exercise such as walking or stretching can make a difference. Respiratory diseases are not an inevitable part of aging. By taking steps to protect your lungs, quitting smoking, staying active, and getting vaccinated, you can breathe easier and live longer. Stroke, the sudden threat. A stroke is a sudden, life-altering event that can happen without warning. It occurs when blood flow to the brain is interrupted, either by a blockage or a burst blood vessel. Within minutes, brain cells begin to die, and the effects can be devastating. Paralysis, loss of speech, cognitive impairment, or even death. Strokes are one of the leading causes of death after 75. But what many people don't realize is that up to 80% of strokes are preventable. High blood pressure is the single biggest risk factor for stroke. Over time, it weakens the arteries, making them more likely to rupture or become blocked. Yet, like heart disease, high blood pressure often has no symptoms. Regular checkups and monitoring are essential for catching it early. Atrial fibrillation, AFib, an irregular heart rhythm, is another major risk factor. AFib can cause blood to pool and form clots, which can then travel to the brain and cause a stroke. Medications and lifestyle changes can help manage this condition and reduce the risk. Diet and lifestyle also play a crucial role in stroke prevention. A diet high in sodium, processed foods, and unhealthy fats can increase blood pressure and cholesterol levels, raising the risk of stroke. On the other hand, A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help protect against stroke. Physical activity is equally important. Regular exercise improves circulation, lowers blood pressure, and helps maintain a healthy weight, all of which reduce stroke risk. One often overlooked warning sign is a transient ischemic attack, TIA, or mini-stroke. TIAs are temporary episodes of stroke-like symptoms that last only a few minutes and then resolve. Many people dismiss them as a fleeting dizziness or weakness, but they are a critical warning sign that a major stroke may be imminent. Seeking medical attention immediately after a TIA can prevent a full-blown stroke. The power to prevent stroke lies in your hands. By managing your blood pressure, maintaining a healthy diet, staying active, and recognizing the warning signs, you can significantly reduce your risk and protect your brain health. Cognitive decline. Protecting the mind. Perhaps the most feared aspect of aging is the loss of cognitive function, the ability to think, remember, and reason. Cognitive decline, including dementia and Alzheimer's disease, is a leading cause of death after 75. It's a slow, insidious process that often begins with small lapses in memory or difficulty concentrating. Over time, these changes can progress to more severe impairments, affecting every aspect of daily life. Dementia doesn't just affect the mind, it puts the entire body at risk. As cognitive function declines, so does the ability to manage one's own health. Simple tasks like taking medications or preparing meals become challenging. Dehydration, malnutrition, and accidents become more common. The loss of independence is one of the most devastating consequences of cognitive decline. But cognitive decline is not inevitable. Research has shown that lifestyle factors play a significant role in brain health. Staying mentally active, through reading, puzzles, learning new skills, or engaging in meaningful conversations, can help keep the brain sharp. Physical activity is equally important. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, promotes the growth of new neurons, and reduces the risk of cognitive decline. Social interaction is another key factor. Loneliness and isolation have been linked to an increased risk of dementia, while staying socially engaged can help protect against cognitive decline. Diet also plays a crucial role in brain health. A diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins, found in foods like leafy greens, berries, and nuts, can help protect against cognitive decline. On the other hand, a diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can contribute to inflammation in the brain, increasing the risk of dementia. The choices you make today can shape your cognitive health in the years to come. By staying mentally, physically, and socially active, and by making smart dietary choices, you can protect your brain and maintain your independence. Final thoughts. The power of prevention. As we reflect on these 5 leading causes of death after 75, one thing becomes clear: they are not inevitable. The choices we make today, what we eat, how we move, how we manage stress, and how we care for our bodies and minds, can have a profound impact on our health and longevity. Aging is a natural process, but the way we age is largely within our control. By taking small, consistent steps to protect our health, we can add years, even decades, to our lives and ensure that those years are lived with strength, clarity, and independence. The time to start is now.